Hey, this is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You, and if you're new here, I review as seen on TV items, other household goods, and consumer gadgets that you might see either on the internet, on TV, or in big box stores. If you like that idea, please consider subscribing to my site. Also, like and comment and tell your friends. I appreciate that. Hey, let's get started on today's video. Here we have it, as seen on TV, Measure King. This thing has a lot of claims. Let me just read the back. 1, it's heavy duty. Doesn't feel that way. 2, it's accurate and precise to 1/100th of an inch. We will see because I have an actual tape measure here to put it to the test. Also, it has large display, digital LED, and it's easier to read. It claims to be faster, easier, and more efficient. Now, I will say this box is pretty hard to get into. Sometimes you see the tabs that you can just rip off. Not this case. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut through this and then I'll bring you back as soon as I cut it open. Hold on 1 second. All right, right off the bat, a little annoying. Going through the directions, the first thing it says right here, take off the back and install 4 AAA batteries. Not included. I wouldn't be that annoyed if it, I don't know, said it on the package anywhere, but it didn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 4 batteries, unscrew the back, these 3 screws, put the batteries in, and then we'll get to the actual review. But first I want to show you some of the options. Right here in the front, it has the laser, which is supposed to be used to measure across the room and back. It does a string. Instead of having like a standard tape measure, there's a string, which is kind of neat because you can actually wrap this around something, like my head, and see how far that is. Or you could just do a distance measure just like a typical tape measure. But the cool thing is it has this roller ball here where you can go around curved edges and get a precise measurement. I'm really interested to see that one. So we'll see. Let me get the batteries in and then we'll get an official test going. All right, so let me show you a few of the functions here. You see it has an LED screen. It does have, or at least it's a lit screen, I don't know if it's LED. It shows you the mode that's being used. This little design here means it's the string or the front part. As you see when I pull it out, the numbers start changing. If you click the mode button, it'll go down to, this is the laser beam, so if I wanted to hit measure the laser, I could. And there goes the laser. Of course, my hand's right there, so it's too close. And then also if I hit the mode button again, it goes down to the wheel. And so the wheel's down here, and I can move the wheel after I hit the measure button, and then you can start wheeling to see how far you can go with the wheel. Those are the functions. You can clear what's in there, and of course you can turn it off altogether by just clicking and holding, but that's the basic functions. Now I have a piece of wood here that we're going to get together and go test to see how accurate this is. So I am going to turn this back on, and what I'm going to use first is I'm going to use the string function. I'll start it off down here. I'm going to take this all the way to the end, and right there it says 2 7/8. So it's 2 foot 7/8. So we'll see how that compares to an actual tape measure. It's just a regular 25 foot. All right, so we're going all the way down, and oh, this is interesting. Let's see. I'll let that go there. Come on over here and see. It is actually 2 foot 7/8 inch. So that's pretty exact. That's pretty impressive for the first test. But let's test some more things. Okay, so using the string function of the Measure King, it was very accurate on the 2 foot board. I think it was like 2 foot 7/8 inch. I wanted to see what it would be like on a longer run. So right now I have this tape measure here, and it's down here at, I'm going to use the 10 foot mark. And so if we have the Measure King here, and we just keep extending it, pulling it down until we get until the 10 foot mark right here, it reads 10 foot and 3/8 of an inch. Pretty accurate. I mean, it's almost a ½ inch over the 10 foot mark, at least on the reading, and you can see it's lined up. Actually, it might be a little further ahead. There, that's it right there. You know what? Pretty accurate, although in any kind of building, you want to have exact measurements. This is off by 3/8 of an inch. Honestly, I thought it was going to be off more, but there it is. It's about 3/8 of an inch off. Now, the Magic King does say it's accurate within 1/100th of an inch, and this, for that claim, would be an absolute fail. Now, let's check the laser function to see if that's any closer. So let's try the laser function. I'm going to shorten the distance to 4 foot here. As you can see on this indicator, I have the laser function selected. So I'm going to, well, I have to move the laser. I have to move this so the arrow is facing the other direction. See, now the arrow moved that way because the laser's out of this side. I'm going to line this up on the 4 foot mark, the tip there, and hit the measure button. So I have a cutting board down there just so it doesn't reflect. So it says it is 2'11". Well, that's weird. I think it's because I hit the floor. All right, now we'll try it. All right, so 4'1" and 1/16", and clearly we're at the 4 foot mark. Let's try it again. 4'1" and 1/16". Yeah, so the laser function doesn't work too well. Clearly I'm at the 4 foot mark, and it says I'm 4'1" and 1/16". So that's a second strike for this Measure King. I'm just not certain that it's actually worth, well, anything at this point. Let's try the roller function to see if we can get any accurate measurements out of that. So the final test we have with Measure King is to use the wheel function to see if that is any accurate. We noticed that the string part that was used and the laser part that was used, although it was close, it just wasn't close enough for what you want in a building trade or in a tape measure. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to have it, let's see, I hit clear. I'm going to have it on the wheel function, if you can see that. And so for the wheel part, you have to hold the button down and wheel around. So I'm just going to be using a child-sized football, and I'm going to start right here on the edge. And when I hit the button, a red light will actually pop on, and that just shows me that it's working. So I'm going to go around very slowly to try to get this as accurately as I can around this football. All right, there we go. A little fast there. And I've reached the end. And the end shows me 1'9" 3/4 inch was the end here. So now let's see what the tape measure said. All right, so start here on the end, wrap around, go to the other end, and I stop at just about 21 inches. So the tape measure was close because 1'9" is 21 inches, but then it says it went over 3/4. So the roller part was actually 3/4 of an inch off from the regular measurement. This machine has had 3 X's now, and if you watch Family Feud, 3 X's mean you're done. Other team's turn. The string on a long measurement was off, the laser was off, and the wheel was off. Now I will say the shorter measurements, this was dead on, and I was really hopeful. But after doing some additional tests, this is definitely a flop. Now I will say I found this product at Walmart and it was clearanced for $7.50. I thought, sweet, I'm ready, I'll take it. Now I kind of know why it was clearance, because it's really just an overpriced paperweight. If you had similar reviews to this, let me know in the comment section. Please like this video if you liked it, and I would love it if you would subscribe. I'll be putting out a video like this once or twice a week. Let me know in the comments what kind of videos you want to see or what things you want to review. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You, and as always, have a great day.